Buying chicken protein in a bag is a waste of your money. Your 0.1 acre plot can produce high quality protein for free, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, using nothing but biological physics. Today, I'm showing you the Larvae Reactor and the metabolic hack that made me stop buying feed forever. Let's engineer your flock's independence. Commercial chicken feed is an economic illusion. When you hand over $32 for a standard 50-pound bag of premium layer crumbles, you think you're buying egg production. You're not. Here is the metric that should shock you. Up to 40% of the commercial protein listed on that feed tag passes straight through your chicken's digestive tract, completely unabsorbed. The high heat pelleting process destroys critical amino acids, creating bonds that the chicken's enzymes simply cannot break. You're flushing $12.80 out of every single bag directly into the dirt. Your flock overeats carbohydrates in a desperate biological search for usable amino acids. This excess energy turns into internal abdominal fat, reduces egg production, and creates a permanent financial dependency on the feed store. But nature does not use pellet mills or cargo trucks. Nature runs a decentralized autonomous recycling system that captures ambient energy and transforms waste into structural protein. This biological engine operates at peak efficiency right on your property. It requires zero electricity, runs while you sleep, and turns local waste into high-value output. The primary killer of backyard flock profitability is the cost of replacement protein. To break this dependency, you build a localized closed-loop system using the black soldier fly and a highly optimized biomass reactor. Black soldier fly larvae are not mere maggots. They are self-propelled, highly concentrated biological nutrient packets. Dry larvae consist of 40% crude protein and 30% high-density lipids, matching or exceeding the nutritional value of premium fish meal. The secret to this reactor is exploiting the insect's self-harvesting instinct. Think of it as a built-in automated conveyor belt. During their final larval stage, the larvae develop a powerful behavioral drive. They must leave the moist feeding zone to find a dark, dry location to transform into adult flies. They stop eating, their mouth parts transform into an upward-pointing crawling hook. They have an absolute aversion to light and a mandatory requirement to climb upward out of the waste matrix. By engineering a precise mechanical pathway, we make the larvae harvest themselves directly into your chicken bucket, requiring zero labor from you. To build a high-yield biomass reactor capable of feeding a flock of 12 to 15 hens, you need 2 5-gallon food-grade buckets, 3 feet of 2-inch PVC pipe, a drill, and silicone sealant. Start with the main reactor bucket. Drill 3 small drainage holes at the absolute lowest points of the bottom face. These prevent anaerobic moisture accumulation that would destroy the colony. Then drill 12 half-inch air intake holes around the upper rim, exactly 2 inches below the lid line. This cross ventilation keeps internal temperatures optimal and removes excess ammonia gas. Cut your PVC pipe at a strict 35-degree angle on one end. When the angled end rests flat against the bottom interior wall of the bucket, the straight end exits through a hole in the upper side wall right below the ventilation line. Seal the exit point completely with silicone. This 35-degree incline is the mechanical sweet spot, steep enough to prevent waste material from slumping into the tube, but gradual enough for the larval crawling hook to maintain traction. The second bucket sits below this exit point as your live protein collection unit. Don't worry about memorizing the exact measurements right now. I have the full diagram on screen. Lay down a 3-inch base of dry, coarse wood shavings at the bottom as a moisture sponge. Add 2 pounds of high-sugar kitchen waste, overripe melon, squash, or spent brewer's grain on top. Do not use meat or dairy for the initial bait. Secure the lid and place the reactor in an open outdoor area. The adult black soldier fly has no mouth parts, cannot bite, does not enter homes, and does not carry diseases. She is attracted solely by the chemical signature of volatile fatty acids from your ventilation ports. She arrives within 48 to 72 hours, depositing clusters of 500 eggs in the dry crevices near your ventilation holes. Within 4 days, the larvae hatch and fall into the feeding matrix. The production cycle begins immediately. A single, well-managed 5-gallon reactor processes 2 to 3 pounds of organic kitchen and garden waste per day. At peak summer operation, this single unit yields 250 grams of live protein every 24 hours. When you drop this into your run, your chicken's egg production scales upward by 22% within 18 days of deployment. The yolk color shifts from pale yellow to deep molten amber as the larvae bioconcentrate fat-soluble carotenoids directly from your organic waste. Shell thickness increases by up to 15% due to the highly bioavailable calcium in the larval cuticles. Scale this to 3 parallel reactors and you completely eliminate commercial protein purchases from May through October. Your ongoing protein cost drops to exactly $0. The reactor handles protein, but right now 40% of every grain you pour into that feeder is passing straight through your flock as waste. That is money leaving your property with every single meal. There is a hidden biological trigger locked inside every grain on your shelf that can multiply its nutritional output by 6 without buying anything new. When you feed dry grain directly to your chickens, you're losing 40% of your investment into the manure pile. The issue is not the quality of the grain. The issue is an evolutionary defense mechanism called phytic acid. Phytic acid is a complex molecule that serves as the primary phosphorus storage form in all seeds, grains, and nuts. Think of phytic acid as a padlock on the seed's pantry. It tightly binds essential minerals: calcium, magnesium, iron, copper, and zinc, making them completely unavailable to the animal's digestive tract. It also deactivates the digestive enzymes inside your chicken's gizzard, preventing the breakdown of starches and proteins altogether. Because a chicken's digestive transit time is roughly 4 hours, its system cannot produce enough enzymes to crack this chemical lock on its own. The expensive grain passes through mostly unabsorbed. You're paying full price for locked down nutrients. We smash this lock using a low-tech, high-efficiency process called lacto-fermentation. This is not just soaking grain. It is a controlled metabolic hack that initiates pre-digestion outside the bird's body. By submerging raw grains in non-chlorinated water under anaerobic conditions, you trigger wild lactobacillus bacteria. These microbes consume simple sugars on the grain hulls and excrete lactic acid, dropping the environmental pH to 4.5. This precise acidity activates the dormant enzymes naturally present within the seed itself. They break the chemical bond of the phytic acid molecule and unlock the stored minerals. The padlock dissolves, the grain becomes a live, highly bioavailable superfood before the hen ever takes a single bite. To achieve a continuous supply of pre-digested feed, you establish a 7-day rotational tray cycle that produces one optimized batch every morning. You need 7 shallow food-grade trays or 5-gallon buckets, a gallon of raw milk whey from straining plain yogurt, and clean non-chlorinated water. Chlorinated municipal water kills the target bacteria. On day 1, weigh out 2 pounds of whole grain scratch mix, wheat, barley, oats, or corn. Do not use processed pellets. They dissolve into unusable mush. Add non-chlorinated water at a 1 to 1.5 weight ratio, 3 pounds of water for 2 pounds of grain. The grain must be fully submerged with at least 1 inch of standing water above the grain line to maintain anaerobic conditions. Pour in half a cup of raw milk whey as a bacterial inoculant and cover loosely with cloth to allow gas expansion every morning through day 6. Repeat this with a new tray, placing them sequentially on your rack. By day 3, the grain kernels swell and fill the tray. By day 4, visible carbon dioxide bubbles break the surface alongside a clean, sharp sourdough aroma. That aroma is your confirmation. The fermentation is working. A thin white film on the surface is harmless, calm yeast. To a human, it smells like sourdough bread. To a chicken, it is a biological signal of high energy fuel. Your flock will attack the trough the moment you pour it in. Black, green, or furry mold is a different story. It means your water level dropped too low and exposed the grain to oxygen. Discard that batch and increase your water depth. On day 7, tray 1 has reached peak optimization. The phytic acid is completely neutralized, and bacterial density is at its maximum. Pour the contents directly into your flock's feeding troughs. Wash the tray, refill it with fresh grain and water, add a splash of liquid from tray 7 as the new inoculant. Your cycle is now fully closed and perpetual. Through water absorption and cellular swelling, your 2 pounds of dry grain expands to 6 times its original volume, yielding 12 pounds of dense, wet, fermented feed. Because the feed is fully pre-digested, your chickens achieve satiety much faster on significantly lower dry matter intake. You will see an immediate 30% reduction in dry grain consumption. Your 50-pound bag, which previously lasted 14 days, now lasts 20 days. The bioavailability of B-complex vitamins, vitamin C and vitamin K doubles. The lactic acid environment in the chicken's gut eliminates pathogens like Salmonella and E. coli without synthetic antibiotics. Your hens develop slick, glossy plumage within 3 weeks. Their waste drops dry, compact, and odorless because their intestines are now extracting every ounce of nutrition rather than venting it as waste. The egg yolks take on a fluorescent orange hue packed with bioavailable vitamins. When you integrate the Bio-Mass Reactor with the metabolic multiplication hack, you form a self-contained biological engine on your property. Your kitchen scraps and garden waste go into the reactor where the black soldier fly larvae convert them into 40% live protein. The byproduct at the bottom, insect frass and digested fiber, is a stable, odor-free fertilizer packed with chitin. You scratch this directly into your garden soil, increasing vegetable yields at zero cost. Your cheap whole grains enter the 7-day fermentation loop, where lactobacillus cultures neutralize the phytic acid lock and multiply the feed volume 6-fold. Your chickens consume live larvae as their primary protein source and fermented grain as their metabolic energy source. They convert these zero-cost inputs into high-grade eggs. Here's the hard financial return over a standard 180-day spring and summer season for a backyard flock of 12 laying hens. A typical keeper buys roughly 6 bags of commercial feed every month. At $32 per bag, that equals $192 per month or $1,152 over the full season. With the reactor running, external protein costs drop to zero. With the 7-day fermentation running, your raw grain requirement drops by 30%, and you switch from expensive commercial crumbles to basic whole grains at $16 per bag. Your monthly feed cost drops from $192 to approximately $54. Over the full season, total feed expenditure comes to roughly $323. The materials to build this entire infrastructure cost $45 total, $15 for the reactor, and $30 for the fermentation trays. Subtract your total investment of $368 from the baseline cost of $1,152, and your net seasonal savings are $784. Your financial payback period for the entire system is under 13 days. After that point, you're extracting pure, clean profit from your land. Energy on a homestead cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be engineered. Now that your feed costs are down to zero and your inputs are fully optimized, there's one more variable your flock's biology responds to more powerfully than any supplement on the market. You can hack the light environment inside your coop to trigger maximum egg production without spending $1 and without a single watt of electricity. That engineering breakdown is in the next video. Tell me, have you ever tried fermenting your feed? Let me know in the comments below. Your results are the fuel that will power our next projects.